Hey everyone. So, if you've ever been on a project that felt like it was constantly being derailed by shifting deadlines and changing goals, then this is for you. Today, we're going to dive into Agile project management. It's a framework that's designed not just to survive chaos, but to actually thrive in it. Let's break down how it helps teams win in a world that, never stops changing.
And that's a really big question, right? We're living in an age of constant disruption, especially in areas like tech and product development. Customer needs change on a dime. New technologies pop up out of nowhere, and the market can look completely different overnight. So how are you supposed to plan for a future you can't even predict?
Well, for decades, the answer looked a little something like this. A huge, super detailed plan that tried to map out every single step from start to finish. And this picture really captures the problem, doesn't it? Just look at how complicated that is. When something inevitably changes, and it always does, that plan stops being a roadmap and starts feeling more like a cage.
So, what if we just stopped trying to fight change and instead started designing for it? That right there is the whole promise of Agile project management. It's an approach built from the ground up to be flexible, to be collaborative, and to deliver real, tangible value, one piece at a time.
All right, so here's our game plan. We'll start with why modern projects are so challenging. Then we'll see how Agile gives you flexibility, helps you deliver value way faster, and actually boosts quality and teamwork. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with the Agile advantage.
First up, the Modern Project Challenge. And it's really all about a major shift in how we approach work.
And you can see that shift perfectly right here. Just look at the PMBOK guide. It's kind of like the Bible for project managers. The old version was all about these rigid, step-by-step processes. You do A, then B, then C, no exceptions. But the new version? It's all about guiding principles, and it fully embraces Agile methods. That's not just a tiny update. That's a complete revolution in project management thinking.
Okay, next section, flexibility in a changing world. Honestly, this is where Agile really shines.
The end game here really is to achieve what's known as organizational agility. All that means is being able to pivot quickly to respond to a shift in the market or new customer feedback without the whole operation grinding to a halt. It's all about being resilient and super responsive.
So how does Agile actually pull this off? Well, for starters, it doesn't just put up with changing requirements, it actually welcomes them as opportunities to make the product better. It does this by using constant feedback loops, always checking in with customers and stakeholders. This frees up teams to tailor their approach as they go, creating this amazing culture where everyone is always learning and getting better together. Now, all this adaptability leads directly to another huge win, delivering value faster. We're talking about getting real, usable products into the hands of your customers and doing it quicker than ever before.
And one of the most popular ways to do this is with these short work cycles called sprints. So instead of trying to build an entire car in one go over a year, a sprint is like saying, hey, in the next 2 weeks, let's just focus on building a perfect working steering wheel. It's a small, tangible piece of the final product that actually works. And this is what that cycle looks like in practice. You plan a small chunk of work, you build it, and you test it. And then, and this is the most important part, you deliver that working piece and you get real feedback on it. Then, you just do it all over again. It's not a straight line to the finish, it's a constant loop of learning, building, and improving.
The result of all this? Instead of one giant, high-pressure delivery at the very end of a project, you get these frequent, small deliveries of actual value along the way. This whole process gets your product to market so much faster, giving you a serious edge over the competition.
All right, let's move on to boosting quality and teamwork. Because being flexible and fast is awesome, but Agile also has this profound impact on the product itself, and maybe just as important, on the team that's building it.
So how does quality get better? Well, by breaking the work down into these small, manageable chunks, testing isn't some dreaded phase at the very end. It becomes a constant, ongoing activity. You're validating features as you go, which means you catch bugs and problems super early, back when they're just a tiny fix, not a major disaster.
Now, what about the team? This is a big one. Agile is all about the idea of self-organizing teams. This basically means trusting the experts who are actually doing the work to manage their own tasks. You're moving away from that old top-down command and control style, and instead, you're fostering creativity and real ownership.
And you know what? When you empower teams like this, amazing things start to happen. Productivity doesn't just creep up, it soars. People take genuine ownership because it's their work. You're tapping into the collective brain power of the entire team, and that leads to better products and, because of all that constant interaction, much, much happier customers.
So let's pull all these threads together. What is the ultimate Agile advantage? At the end of the day, it's a powerful framework for success in an increasingly complex world.
I absolutely love this quote because I feel like it just nails the essence of Agile. It's not about blindly following a rigid script. It's about empowering people to learn by doing, to adapt their actions to what's really happening on the ground, and to never, ever stop improving.
So, just to recap, what's the big advantage here? It's the flexibility to handle anything the world throws at you. It's having happier customers who feel like they're part of the process, it's getting to market faster, it's building higher quality products, and it's creating more productive, more empowered teams. I mean, it's a win across the board.
Ultimately, if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's that Agile isn't just a set of rules you follow. It's a mindset you adopt. It's a whole new way of thinking that helps teams not just survive uncertainty, but to actually use it to their advantage. So my question for you is, in a world that's only getting more unpredictable, can you really afford not to think this way?